Hi folks, welcome to the May 2018 edition of Broken Arrow in Motion. I'm Broken Arrow City Manager Michael Spurgeon, and here's what's moving in our great city. First up, in public infrastructure, our Streets and Stormwater Department is currently resurfacing a section of Washington Street on both sides of South Main. City crews are replacing sections of the roadway on Washington that have eroded away. We expect this work to be completed in early June. Let me make a quick comment on an ordinance recently approved by the City Council. The amendment to City Code relates to the installation of backflow preventers. More specifically, all new facilities built in the city must have a preventer. These devices are meant to stop raw sewage from entering a home when a sewer line is backed up. The prior ordinance only required installation when the lowest floor of a building is less than 1 foot above the upstream manhole. Here's a pretty cool update on city officials' interactions with representatives in Washington, D.C. Late last year, Mayor Craig Thurmond was asked to serve in a working group of mayors from around the country to comment on the President's proposed infrastructure plan. He has attended 2 meetings as a part of this process. Back in March, he sent a letter to President Trump's Deputy Director of Intergovernmental Affairs on behalf of the council and community, expressing support for the President's plan. The mayor's letter detailed how the proposed plan could help benefit Broken Arrow with future grant funding to help rebuild our community's infrastructure. Part of how we maintain our infrastructure is through general obligation bonds, like the one the residents will get to vote on August 28th. Another important funding source for maintaining our infrastructure is state and federal grants. These programs can help offset the cost of paying for the projects that cannot be included in the bond propositions. We support the President's plan to rebuild the infrastructure in America and hope to continue our partnership with state and federal entities to improve roads and utilities in Broken Arrow. In our Parks and Recreation Department, on May 4th, we celebrated the grand opening of the Rose West Dog Park in the south part of Broken Arrow. You can find the city's first dog park near New Orleans and Garnett by the Creek Turnpike. About 60 people attended with their furry family members to celebrate. Luna Gray made some new friends and had a blast. The dog park is open from dusk to dawn every day except Wednesday. You can find all the rules and regulations of the dog park at brokenarrowok.gov/dogpark. One more note, shade structures, trees, and more seating will be installed in the next few months. In community development, by now you've probably heard about our comprehensive plan update. The comprehensive plan is an outline of what we want for Broken Arrow's future and how to achieve those goals. Also last month, our Parks Department began work on updating its own comprehensive plan. Here's Parks Director Scott Esmond with more on the Parks Master Plan.
It includes everything from open space to playgrounds to athletic fields to trail systems to fishing ponds. It's just kind of endless. And rather than the administration or the department identifying the future projects, we try to point to the citizens so we guide what the community is wanting.
In community sustainability, last week, the city and Broken Arrow Public Schools launched the floating wetlands at the Tiger Creek Nature Park. Tiger Creek Nature Park is the name chosen by the public for the detention pond across the street from Broken Arrow High School. The city has partnered with Broken Arrow Public Schools to create the outdoor classroom where students can learn about ecology, biology, chemistry, and floodplain management. Special thanks to ADS Pipe, who donated $3,000 of materials to the project and assisted in the building plans. On May 22nd, we held a public meeting regarding the proposed bikeway on South Main. The Oklahoma Department of Transportation is partnering with us to build the bikeway, which will be a combination of striped bike lanes along the street, signs designated bike routes, and road sharing and off-street trails. Please be advised that in adding the bike lanes, Main Street from Fort Worth to Washington will go down from 4 lanes to 3. The project is currently out to bid, and we expect striping to be completed by the end of the year. In public safety, congratulations to our recent police graduates. On May 9th, we recognized 12 graduates of the Broken Arrow Police Academy. We also graduated our new K-9 officer, Thor, who completed his training at the end of April. Thor graduated with Wagner County Sheriff K-9 Officer Bain. Kudos and thank you so much for your commitment to serve our community. A couple of notes on some public initiatives. At a special meeting earlier this month, City Council approved a package of proposed projects worth just over $210 million. The proposals will go to the Broken Arrow voters at a special election scheduled for August 28. Over the last 5 months, the City Council and administration have taken input from the public to narrow down the proposed project list from $285 million so we could present the voters with a package that will not increase taxes. There are many worthwhile projects in the initial package, so narrowing it down was not an easy feat. Special thanks to all the citizens who made it out to the public forums and took our survey to let us know which projects and initiatives were important to them. And finally, we will be holding our first public workshop on the revitalization of economic development at the Elm and New Orleans intersection on Thursday, May 31st from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Broken Arrow Nazarene Church. This meeting will give our residents their first chance to discuss with our consultant their vision for what could exist and any concerns they have with the development in this part of our town. We are very excited to kick off these discussions. That's it for this month's edition of Broken Arrow in Motion. Until next time, take care, and I hope to see you around town.